Hey, what's up everybody? Just wanted to do a short video today kind of talking about how to buy a motorcycle, should you buy new or used, and the benefits of each. So if you're in the market for a motorcycle, this video may be for you. And if you're not in the market for a motorcycle, well, this can kind of be applied to a lot of goods, whether it be a bike or a car, maybe like a gaming setup. So let's talk benefits of buying new first. The first thing about buying a new motorcycle is that it's never been ridden by anyone else but you. You are the first person to ever operate this motorcycle and twist the throttle and operate the clutch and the brakes and everything. There's not going to be any wear and tear on it, obviously, because you'll be the first one using it. Additionally, new motorcycles come with a manufacturer warranty. Warranties vary across each manufacturer. I think the big four, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, and Kawasaki, all give their bikes a 1-year warranty. Don't quote me on that. Typically it's unlimited mileage, but always double check with your local dealership to get all the latest information on that stuff. Also, freebies. Whenever you buy a new motorcycle, depending on how much you haggle with your dealership, they may throw some stuff in. Like they might give you a helmet, they might give you some gloves, they might give you a jacket. So make sure to explore all of your options whenever you're price shopping, especially if you're a buyer who's really concerned with price. Make sure that you understand what you're getting for what you're paying. Another advantage to buying a new motorcycle from a dealership is that oftentimes you can finance those bikes, and when it comes to financing, it can sometimes be a pain to go through your local bank and sit down and do all the paperwork with them. It can take hours sometimes to do a loan through your personal bank, versus buying at a dealership where you submit a credit application to them and then they submit it for you and the bank reviews everything. So another cool part about buying a new bike is that you have purchasing options. You don't have to just stroke a check or pay cash. Another great selling point for used motorcycles is that you're going to get a salesperson who is hopefully knowledgeable on the product that they're selling. They'll be able to tell you everything about the bike versus buying from a individual who may have bought the bike secondhand from the original buyer and doesn't know as much about it. It's always nice to get some reassurance when it comes to a product that you're considering buying and knowing all the features, advantages, and benefits of it to make sure it really is what you're looking for. So it's always nice to be able to go into a dealership and shop new and see what all your options are. I would say that probably wraps it up for buying new advantages. Now let's talk about the advantages of buying used, which is how I buy most of my motorcycles. I've never bought a new motorcycle from a dealership. I've never bought a new car from a dealership. I buy my bikes used for a couple of reasons, and maybe these will apply to you, maybe they won't. My number one reason that I buy used is you're going to get a better deal. Whenever you're buying used, you're not going to pay MSRP for a used motorcycle. Part of that is due to it having some mileage. Maybe it's out of warranty, maybe the bike's been laid down, maybe it hasn't been kept up on maintenance. So make sure you do all your research on that with whoever you're buying from. Just make sure that they're giving you all the information that you think you need before you buy a used motorcycle. The second great reason to buy used is most of the time the motorcycle you're purchasing is not going to have all the factory equipment on it. It's a positive because when I buy used, I look for stuff like exhaust, fender eliminators, integrated taillights, flush mount blinkers, frame sliders, windscreens. There's all these accessories that an individual can spend a lot of money on. It adds up very quickly whenever you're accessorizing your motorcycle. So whenever I buy used, I look for motorcycles that have most, if not all of the accessories that I would do myself anyway. Keep your eye out for that. You know, if you want an exhaust on a bike, I would say it's probably a 50-50 whether or not the individual you're buying from has done that. It's probably the most common modification just because, you know, people want their bike to be loud, and there's also the philosophy of loud pipes save lives, which I don't know how much truth to that there is. Jesus Christ, that squirrel almost just got it. Anyway, Another advantage to buying used, and maybe you'll think this is advantage, maybe you won't, the bike has already got some miles on it, which means that the engine has been broken in, and those initial service requirements that your owner's manual says you have to hit have already been done. You get a new motorcycle, if you miss your service schedule, there's a good chance that if you need a warranty claim performed, the manufacturer will not cover it. Buying used, you might be out of warranty, but hopefully the person you're buying from kept the records of everything they've done to the bike as far as maintenance. That way you can feel confident in purchasing it from that individual. And again, this can be applied to so many items, you know, motorcycles, cars, laptops, PCs, riding gear, shoes. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up the video. If you guys have any insight, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Would you buy new or would you buy used, and why would you do it that way? What have you bought used? What have you bought new? What are some success stories you have had with both? Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more hot garbage. Bye.